Good morning students, welcome to Organic Reaction Mechanism and Pericyclic Reactions class. This is Chandravati. We are discussing about pericyclic reactions. In this class, you are going to learn about the analysis of pericyclic reactions. Especially in this analysis, the correlation diagram method is discussed in this class. So, you are going to learn about correlation diagram for pericyclic reactions. Observe this reaction. In this reaction, the cis dimethyl cyclobutene is converted into a open chain diene. In this reaction, the ring opening of cyclobutene produces a diene. The ring opening of cyclobutene produces a diene, which is a electrocyclic reaction. So this is an example for electrocyclic reaction, and the electrocyclic reactions are reversible reactions. Under thermal conditions, the cis dimethyl cyclobutene produces cis trans 2,4-hexadiene. Cis trans hexadiene. And the same reactant under photochemical condition produces trans product. So both the double bonds are in trans position under thermal condition, and in both the double bonds are in trans position in photochemical condition. Under thermal condition, the both double bonds, one of the double bond is in cis position and other double bond is in trans position. So the reactant is same, but the products are different. The sigma bond of cyclobutene must break to yield the open chain diene. Obviously, this bond may break in two ways, whether in conrotatory way or in disrotatory way. If we neglect the dimethyl groups present on the cyclobutene, this is the structure of cyclobutene, and these two are the sigma orbitals which are involved in the sigma bond. This sigma bond must broken to yield a open chain compound. So to break the sigma bond, these two orbitals are must rotated. If the two orbitals are rotated in conrotatory way, then we get this type of structure. That means if the two orbitals are rotated either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction, then it is said to be conrotatory. Okay, so whether the two orbitals both are rotated in clockwise direction or both are rotated in anti-clockwise direction, then it is conrotatory mode. So in this, these two orbitals are rotated in anti-clockwise direction. Both the orbitals are rotated in anti-clockwise direction. As a result, we get these orbitals in which the similar lobes of the sigma orbital are in opposite plane, which are rehybridized to form a pure p orbitals. These p orbitals are now sidewise overlapped with the adjacent p orbital present on the adjacent carbon atom to form new pi bond. As a result, we get this type of compound. So the closed cyclobutene forms the open chain structure of butadiene. Another condition is if the two sigma orbitals are rotated in opposite directions. That means one orbital is in clockwise direction and the other orbital in anti-clockwise direction, then it is said to be disrotatory mode. So if the bonding orbitals both are rotated in opposite directions, one is clockwise direction and other one is anti-clockwise direction, then it is said to be disrotatory mode. So if disrotatory takes place, then we get these type of sigma orbitals. In this type, the both sigma orbitals of same phase are present in same plane, which on rehybridization the sp3 sigma orbital forms pure p orbitals. The p orbitals of same phase are in same plane. Okay, then after these p orbitals are overlapped with the pure p orbital which are present on the adjacent carbon, okay, to form butadiene. In the ring opening of the cyclobutene, not only the orbitals are rotated, also the substituents present on that carbon are rotated, so that we get different types of products in different types of modes. In conrotatory mode, if we get cis trans diene, then in disrotatory mode we get trans product. So the stereochemistry of the product depends on the type of rotation. Okay, so finally the stereochemistry of the product depends on the rotation, whether it may be con rotation or disrotation. So now the question is, which type of rotation takes place? So if we get the answer, then automatically we get which type of product is formed. For this, there are three important types of methods of analysis of pericyclic reactions. So to decide the stereochemistry of the product in pericyclic reactions, we have three types of analysis methods. They are correlation diagram method, FMO method and PMO method. What are they? Correlation diagram method. This is the first one. And the second one is FMO method, frontier molecular orbital method. Frontier molecular orbital method. And the third one is perturbation molecular orbital method. Perturbation molecular orbital method. So let us know about one by one. So first let us know about correlation diagram method. The correlation diagram method. Correlation diagram method. The correlation diagram method is constructed basing on the below points. The first major point is, according to the principle of conservation of orbital symmetry, the most stable transition state is the one which conserves the symmetry of the reactant orbitals in passing to the product orbitals. So, the transition state must conserve the symmetry of reactant orbitals which are passing to the product orbitals. In other words, a symmetric orbital in the reactant must transform into a symmetric orbital in the product. If the orbital in the reactant is symmetric, then it must be a symmetric orbital in the product. Similarly, an antisymmetric orbital in the reactant must transform into a antisymmetric orbital of the product. So, if the orbital is symmetric in the reactant, it must be a symmetric orbital in the product. Similarly, if the orbital is antisymmetric in the reactant, then it must be an antisymmetric orbital in the product. Next, the energy of the transition state of symmetry allowed process is necessarily lower than that of alternative symmetric forbidden path. So, there are different types of transition states exist, but the symmetry allowed transition state is necessarily lower than that of alternative symmetric forbidden paths. If the symmetry of the reactant and product orbitals or differ, then the reaction does not take place. That means, if the molecular orbital is symmetric in reactant, but it goes on to the antisymmetric orbital in product, then that reaction does not take place. Next, a thermal reaction is symmetry allowed if the ground state orbitals of the reactant correlates with the ground state orbitals of the product. So, a thermal reaction is symmetry allowed if the ground state orbitals of the reactant must correlate with the ground state orbitals of the product. So the condition for thermal symmetry allowed reaction is the ground state orbitals of the reactants must correlate with the ground state orbitals of the product. So, ground state orbitals of reactant must correlate with the ground state orbitals of the product. Then only the thermal reaction is symmetry allowed. Next, a photochemical reaction is symmetry allowed if the orbitals of the reactants in the first excited state correlates with the orbitals of the first excited state of products. So, for a reaction photochemically symmetry allowed, the first excited state of orbitals of reactants must correlate with the first excited state orbitals of products. This is the major point for correlation diagram. For a thermally allowed reaction, the ground state orbitals of reactants must correlate with the ground state orbitals of the product. For a photochemically symmetry allowed reaction, the first excited state orbitals of reactants must correlate with the first excited state orbitals of the product. The symmetry element must bisect bonds which are formed or which are broken in the process, and the symmetry element is useless if the orbitals involved in the reaction are all symmetric or all antisymmetric. So the symmetry element which is taken is must bisects the orbitals which are involved in the bond breaking or bond making. And if the symmetry element is all symmetric or all antisymmetric, then it is useless to determine the stereochemistry of the product. Application of correlation diagram to electrocyclic reactions. So let us apply this correlation diagram method to electrocyclic reactions. An electrocyclic reaction is a concerted and cyclic process in which reactant orbitals transform into product orbitals. So an electrocyclic reaction is an cyclic concerted reaction in which the reactant orbitals are transformed into the product orbitals. The transition state of such reaction should be intermediate between the electronic ground states of starting material and product. So the most stable transition state will be the one which conserves the symmetry of the reactant orbitals in passing to the product orbitals. The electrocyclic reactions are reversible reactions. If the substrate in ring structure, then the product must be in open chain structure. That means the ring opening takes place to form a open chain compound. And if the substrate is a open chain compound, then ring closing takes place to form the product. So electrocyclic reactions are reversible reactions. In these reactions, whether it may be ring closing or ring opening takes place. For the ring opening in the conrotatory mode, the resulting orbitals have C2 axis of symmetry. That means if the ring opening takes place in conrotatory mode, the C2 axis of symmetry is maintained. If the ring opening takes place in disrotatory mode, that means one is in clockwise direction and other one is anti-clockwise direction, then we get these type of orbitals which maintains mirror plane of symmetry. So in the case of disrotatory ring opening of cyclobutene preserves a plane of symmetry throughout the transformation, while a twofold axis of symmetry is maintained in the conrotatory mode of ring opening. Let us first analyze the disrotatory opening of cyclobutene, in which a mirror plane of symmetry is maintained. During disrotatory opening, mirror plane of symmetry is maintained. This diagram represents the molecular orbitals and their symmetries of cyclobutene and butadiene. In this diagram, the extreme left part represents the molecular orbitals of cyclobutene and its symmetry elements, and the right part represents the molecular orbitals of butadiene and their symmetry elements. In cyclobutene, this sigma bond is broken and the pi bond is rearranged to form a butadiene. So the orbitals at these 4 carbon atoms are important to analyze this electrocyclic reaction. So these 4 orbitals are written in this structure. We are already know that the sigma orbitals have less energy than pi orbitals. So this is sigma orbital of cyclobutene and pi orbital and pi star sigma star. Okay, these two are said to be ground state orbitals and these two are said to be excited state orbitals. These 4 are molecular orbitals of butadiene, which are represented by psi1, psi2, psi3, psi4. This is the increasing energy. Psi1, psi2 are ground state orbitals of butadiene and psi3, psi4 are excited state orbitals of butadiene. The sigma orbital of cyclobutene is symmetric with respect to mirror plenum and C2 axis, and the pi orbital of cyclobutene is symmetric with respect to mirror plane but anti-symmetric with respect to C2 axis, and the excited state pi star orbital is symmetric with respect to C2 axis but anti-symmetric with respect to mirror plane, and the sigma star orbital is anti-symmetric with respect to mirror plane and two-fold axis of symmetry. So both are anti-symmetric in sigma star orbital. In cyclobutene, the psi1 orbital is symmetric with respect to mirror plane and anti-symmetric with respect to C2 axis. The psi2 of butadiene is symmetric with respect to C2 axis of symmetry but anti-symmetric with respect to mirror plane. The psi3 orbital is symmetric with respect to mirror plane but anti-symmetric with respect to C2 axis, and the psi4 orbital of butadiene is symmetric with C2 axis, anti-symmetric with respect to mirror plane. So these are the symmetry elements of cyclobutene and butadiene which are remember. Now write the correlation diagram for this. This is the correlation diagram of cyclobutene to butadiene conversion. If it is a disrotatory mode, then mirror's plane of symmetry is maintained throughout the reaction. So if the ring opening takes place in disrotatory mode, then mirror plane of symmetry is maintained throughout the reaction. So here we are correlating the symmetry elements of mirror plane. So according to mirror plane, the sigma orbital and pi orbital are symmetric and pi star and sigma star orbitals are anti-symmetric in cyclobutene. So here represented like this. This is energy and sigma orbital is symmetric with respect to mirror plane, and also pi orbital is symmetric with respect to mirror plane, and pi star and sigma star are anti-symmetric with respect to mirror plane. Similarly, the psi1 is symmetric, psi2 is antisymmetric, psi3 is symmetric, psi4 is antisymmetric with respect to mirror plane. These are represented like this. Okay, psi1 is symmetric, psi2 is antisymmetric, psi3 is symmetric, psi4 is antisymmetric with respect to mirror plane. Now correlate the reactant orbitals to product orbitals. The sigma orbital is correlates with the psi1 orbital with respect to mirror plane, and the pi orbital is correlates with psi3 orbital instead of psi2, and the pi star orbital is correlates with psi2 instead of psi3. So here the first excited state of molecular orbitals is correlates with the first excited state orbitals of product. Hence sigma to pi 2 under thermal condition disrotation does not takes place because the sigma to pi 2 orbitals of cyclobutene does not correlates with the psi1 and psi2. So under thermal condition disrotation does not takes place. So the disrotation under thermal condition is symmetry forbidden. In the first excited state of electronic configuration, the electron in pi orbital is excited to pi star orbital. This is the first excited state molecular electronic configuration in cyclobutene. Similarly, in the first excited state of butadiene, the electron in psi2 orbital is excited to psi3. So this is the electronic configuration of first excited state. So the ground state electron configuration sigma 2 pi 2 is changes to sigma 2 pi 1 pi star 1 in presence of light, and the ground state electron configuration of butadiene psi1 to psi2 2 is excited to first excited state in presence of light, that is psi1 2 psi2 1 psi3 1. So here sigma 2 pi star is correlates with the psi1 psi2 psi3 of butadiene. So the first excited state of cyclobutene orbitals or correlates with the first excited state orbitals of butadiene. Hence disrotatory ring opening of cyclobutene is photochemically symmetry allowed process, and conrotatory ring opening of cyclobutene is thermally symmetry forbidden process. So this is about correlation diagram. Now construct the correlation diagram for conrotatory interconversion of cyclobutene to butadiene system. So apply the correlation diagram to conrotatory interconversion of cyclobutene to butadiene. During conrotation, C2 axis of symmetry is maintained throughout the reaction. During conrotation, C2 axis of symmetry is maintained throughout the reaction. So we have to compare the symmetry of C2 axis in cyclobutene and butadiene. In cyclobutene molecular orbital diagram, the sigma is symmetric with respect to C2 axis and the pi orbital is antisymmetric with respect to C2 axis, and the high energy antibonding pi star is symmetric and sigma star orbital is antisymmetric with respect to C2 axis of symmetry. It is drawn here. Sigma of cyclobutene is symmetric, pi is antisymmetric, pi star is symmetric, and sigma star is antisymmetric. And come to the butadiene molecular orbitals. Psi1 is antisymmetric, Psi2 is symmetric, Psi3 is antisymmetric, Psi4 is symmetric with respect to C2 axis. So it is represented here. Psi1 is antisymmetric, Psi2 is symmetric, Psi3 is antisymmetric, Psi4 is symmetric with respect to C2 axis of symmetry. So what we drawn here, the symmetry property of C2 axis is drawn here. So because in the conrotatory motion of cyclobutadiene ring opening, the C2 axis of symmetry is maintained. Hence, we are comparing the symmetry properties of C2 axis here. In this diagram, these orbitals are bonding orbitals and these orbitals are anti-bonding orbitals. The bonding orbitals in cyclobutene and butadiene are said to be ground state orbitals, and the anti-bonding orbitals of butadiene and cyclobutene are said to be excited state orbitals. So compare the molecular orbitals of cyclobutene with butadiene system. Here, the sigma orbital of cyclobutene correlates with Psi2 orbital of butadiene, and the pi orbital of cyclobutene correlates with Psi1 orbital of butadiene. That means the ground state orbitals of cyclobutene correlates with the ground state orbitals of butadiene. Hence, a conrotatory thermal process in either directions is a symmetry allowed process. The ground state orbitals of cyclobutene correlates with the ground state orbitals of butadiene system. So, a thermal conrotatory process in either directions is a symmetry allowed process, whether it may be ring opening or ring closing. The thermal conrotatory process is symmetry allowed process. Coming to the next point, the first excited state of cyclobutene is correlates with the upper excited state of butadiene, thus making it is a high energy symmetry forbidden process. Similarly, the first excited state of butadiene correlates with a high energy upper excited state of cyclobutene. Hence, a photochemical conrotatory process in either directions is symmetry forbidden. what I am saying? The first excited state of cyclobutene correlates with the upper excited state of butadiene system. So that means the first excited state of cyclobutene does not correlates with the first excited state of butadiene system. Hence, a photochemical conrotatory process in either directions is symmetry forbidden. Thus, it becomes clear from the above considerations that thermal opening of cyclobutene process in a conrotatory process, while photochemical interconvention involves a disrotatory mode. Ring opening of cyclobutene under thermal condition follows conrotatory mode, and under photochemical mode follows disrotatory mode. These generalizations are true for all the systems containing 4n pi electrons, where n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. So, a system containing 4n pi electrons, the ring opening under thermal conditions proceeds in conrotatory mode, and the ring opening of 4n pi system under photochemical condition proceeds in disrotatory mode.